Champions fam, it's the bad guy, a WWE champion, Zeke 4-0, back with a brand new video. I aim to make this short, sweet, and brief, but we are here today to do some Hail Mary pass pulls on the Tekken 8 crossover event Mega Superstar Loot Banner pull that is left to be available. The beastly bling loot is gone, but the mainstay is here, and we were able to grind out our showdown. Shout out to Champions Chat, shout out the lead putting me onto some game. I waited till the very end, grinded it out, and we landed in third place, giving us 14 free pulls plus 2K more medallions. So this is the game plan now. Either we get enough shards to recruit Eddie, or we pick up the Armor King gear. That is what the objective is here now. So we got 2 rounds of 7 pulls on the Tekken 8, Tekken 8 loot banner that we're about to do, and then we will go ahead and do our thing. I'm definitely going to get the screenshot and see what we do with the prize wall. The prize wall will be rated. A lot has happened as well. Shout out to my boy Rick Bone. I did go off screen. I did 2 more loot pulls. I got the 100 shards there. So literally I'm sitting at 2,985 shards of Striker Eddie Guerrero Live Cheat Steel. Then on top of that, we did the armory pulls off screen, and I picked up my second Frankie the Parrot loot plate. So long story short, y'all, we're definitely picking up It's a Trap when it's all said and done. But can we get the Armor King loot off of these 7 pulls, or at least the last shards of Striker Eddie? Let's go ahead and find out, but we cleared it out, y'all. Let's get this running and gunning. Like, I'm thankful to God that we made it happen. So now this is what the battlefield is looking like right here. We do these pulls, we'll get some more medallions, but let's just hope we can either get the Eddie shards or the Armor King loot. So let's go ahead and do both rounds. $7, $20 in a dream. I used to do series like this all the time. 7 pull in a dream, $20 in a dream. We got 2 of them for free. So let's see what's going to happen. Hey, yo, hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last. Champions do. Let's go ahead. Mommy on top. Let's hope that we end up on top. We might not get no gear. Okay, we got 1 gear. But again, the downside is about the super rare spot. There's a lot there. A Hall of Fame Anvil is in there with his gear. Hall of Fame Snoop is in there with his gear. The Tekken crossover characters are also in here with their gear. But again, Rey Mysterio is also in there with his gear, and that's probably it right there. Yep. So that's the only downside about these, but hopefully we get some shards of Eddie. Oh my lord, his son came up, man. All I need is Eddie shards. Just bring him home. Yo, this is what the troll is going to be. We do have a new Grande Americano out and available, which is dope, but it looks like I haven't checked the prize wall yet. I did not check the milestones yet to see, but from what they showed for what they were offering, they were definitely showcasing a situation where it didn't look like Striker Eddie shards are available for the final weekend, which is very unfortunate. So it's going to be what it's going to be, but let's round this out. I really just, if I could just get that last 50 pop of Eddie, that would be astronomical and phenomenal. I'm not mad about Razor Ramon. Rest in paradise, my boy. So we got those. Boom. Okay, we cleared that out. We'll go ahead and claim the milestone reward here, some additional medallions. But this is it, y'all. All I need all I want is 50 shards of Eddie, and we bring them home. If not, we just gonna have to do what we gotta do. We'll comb through the milestones before we get out of here, but we'll go ahead and do it. Randy showed up. Getting those 100 pops of Randy is great. Again, a lot of gear here, but again, it could be Ray. 5-star gold Ray with his gear is going to be very lackluster, and it's going to get old quick. The hangers help out a lot because of the simple fact it helps with picking up other gear that could become available. But I would just love if this is a pop for the China gear. I will take mommy doing that. She showed up for Papi because, God, Papi's just doesn't want to show up. We just need his 50, yo. Like, oh my lord. Everybody associated to Eddie is pulling up but Eddie. Shows the respect they have for the man. So, all right, we got Seth again. it's crazy that this Seth does not have any types of gear. So let's knock this out. Maybe another Ray. I'm not surprised. EO. I got love for my girl EO, so that's all right. I would just, man, those Eddie shards are killing me. To be that close to him and not be able to get him breaks my heart, man. So we'll end this out with this character. But we tried. We tried, you know what I mean? It is what it is. We're not going to go further in the hole for it. We got everything we could. I'm not going to lie. This is one of those times where I will say I'm grateful that I was able to get everything that I could get. But it's also a thing where it does tick me off because Ray, this is one of those times, just like when you pulled up at that Rumble, this is one of those times you didn't need to show up, bro. You did not need to show up. There was no need for you to pull up at all. You been like, what else do I need to do for you, bro? I took you up to 6-star gold, and you can't let Eddie just pop out and just show out and just come home. That bothers me. I'm not gonna lie. This is one of those few times where a fan favorite has genuinely pissed me off. But I mean, at the same time, they were free pulls. Picking up China's gear at the 6-star gold level the first round and 6-star silver level the next round is absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to comb through. We're doing this live because this did go shorter and sweeter than we expected. So we're just going to check everything out here. The individual is the same one if I had gone out of there. They're saying win matches, so we could do that. But then let's take a look. All they showed were the Grande Americano, CM Punk shards. I believe I saw Joe Hendry shards. They had Eddie nowhere in sight. And if that's the case, this is gonna be one of those grinds where I'm already put off by it, because why wouldn't you have Eddie shards if he's a part of the MLE? You're dropping CM Punk shards, you're dropping China shards. Why wouldn't you have Eddie's in any part of this? Wow. And I mean, I haven't seen the Americano, the Los Americanos, modern era acrobat variant of Grande yet. I have not seen them at all, but I know what I'm not seeing. I am not seeing no lie, cheat, and steal, bro. And that is actually, yeah, that's got me messed up, because that makes no sense at all to the aesthetic. If he literally was the last one that pulled up and he's a part of the MLE, his shards should be in here available just as much as everybody else's. And it looks like, yeah, they don't got Eddie in here. That is actually genuinely heartbreaking that they don't have him in here. I'm going to look at the prize wall and maybe it's different. I could care less about it. This is one of those things where when you look at a certain events, you got to think to yourself, yo. You got to look at your account. I got Jacob Fatu. I got Great Muda. Okay? I got Penta. I don't need Americano. You know what I mean? So, like, there's going to come points where I'm calling it growing pains, because there's 700 plus superstars in the game. There's only X amount that you can use to cover your errors in your classes, right? Let alone your different types and formats for boss battle, right? So then it gets to a point where you're getting certain characters, and like there's certain ones that are going to pop for you, and then there's other ones that aren't. I could care less about Grande Americano. I'm happy that I got the tech version because I was shard hunting him for so long and I finally recruited him. But do I care about Grande Americano as an actual character in WWE right now? I do not. I do not. He's a great top tier unit. I do not need another top tier acrobat on my squad right now. What I would like is a top tier Eddie Guerrero. And sad to say, this is one of those times where I'm genuinely pissed off, because any other weekend they have released the debut character shards in the following weekend. So Eddie shards should be in this milestone ladder. They're not in the faction contest. They're not in the solo contest. And if they're not on the prize wall, then that's when I'm just like, wow. And if they are on here, how much do I have to get just to get the few shards I need to recruit him? Those are the dilemmas of when you got a big boy account. I'm not even looking at the rainbow stuff. Let's just get down to where I would like to be. Are there shards of Eddie Guerrero? Yes or no? We got AJ. We got AJ Lee. We got Ray Phoenix. We got Mommy. We got Miss Jacqueline. We got We got Dominic. We got El Grande. We got Roxanne. We got Ray. We got Tech Live. We got LA Knight. We got Shinsuke. Bro, the last weekend of the 9th anniversary, and you choke. Why wouldn't you have a MLE anniversary character shards after his last debut weekend? Why would he not be in the shard count? He's an S tier like Mamacita China. He is not S plus tier like Joe Hendry. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. They got me vexed right now on this one. It's pixels. It's gotcha. But the logic left the freaking room on this. They screwed the pooch on that one, you know. They were dumb. They were dumb. I can't even, this is one of those ones, this is the closeout to Tekken. You should have the Tekken stuff on the weekend, the prize well tied into it. It's the close of the anniversary. Should have shots of these character shards, right? They got me messed up. I want to say another word, but I'm not, but you know what? I'm going to come through and do what I said I was going to do. First and foremost, we're getting the trap plate. We're going to get the trap out of the way. We're just going to go ahead and do that. We got the trap. I don't even need a screenshot for it. I just know that I got it. And then last but not least, we're picking up Armor King's gear. That is what we came here to do. I'm just genuinely, I am feeling a lot of things, but screw feelings. Feelings will get you killed. It just has me really bothered, especially with the hunt. Maybe it's just because of the hunt, you know what I mean? I'm having a Captain Ahab moment right now. This is really bothering me. Like Nemo can't calm me down right now, you know what I mean? I'm having a moment right now because this is just, I'm getting a win, but it's still W's at the end of the day, right? It's still dubs. It's just very disappointing because I expected better from WWE champions. More specifically because, not because of my selfishness. My selfishness cost me. Me thinking I was going to get Eddie after so much blessings that I got in the past video, that's cool. It is what it is. Bite the bullet. You know, I could have got absolutely nothing. So I am grateful for that. I'm just really, it's tying into the fact that just the structure of it don't make no sense. And I'm not going to rant on that, but usually, correct me if I'm wrong, I've been playing this game for a while. Normally, the rollout of the characters over the weekend, usually the last debuting weekend's character rolls into the following weekend as shards or some variation or version. I'm at peace. We did what we needed to do, okay? We picked up the It's a Trap plate, so we're going to just go right to Armor King. We'll go ahead and do that because my boy got the upgrade times 22 multiply gem strength, and it's the original look for King. So now we can run either Armor King or we can roll with his brother. Yo, clean cut, absolutely clean. And I love the Jaguar gear, but for me, Armor King, I always remained Armor King over regular King, but I love both of them. They both serve the purpose. But picking that up is absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, we used that to get through his tours and his requirements. We did pick up some good stuff off the daily bag. We did get there's our first. So whenever you make 8 or more trap gems, make 8 gems into multiply gems of times 8. So we finally got that. We also picked up our very first green barber plate. So that's great. And our very first yellow, which I put on the rock. So I am grateful. And again, after going off screen, off vid, and taking care of business, where is he? There he is. We were able to go and do the armory loopholes, and we were able to pick up a second Frankie the Parrot, which more than likely is either going to go on China or it's going to go on Coco Beware. So I still won. It's just got me messed up with how they did that, man. I'm not going to lie. And Los Americanos, what's your ability? I'm like, Los Americanos. This MLE, like the aesthetic and the theme and the cohesiveness is kind of hit and miss. You got pairings in the 9th anniversary. You had Thea Hale and Joe Hendry, which makes sense because they roll with each other on NXT. You got Mama Sita China and you got Lie Cheat Still Eddie Guerrero, which were an on-screen kayfabe couple. All right. Then you got, so those ones make sense. CM Punk being in there makes sense because CM Punk draws money. He's another Stone Cold. He's another Rock. He's another Roman. He's a guy that brings money in. And we got an A tier CM Punk after getting a S plus tier in PG Punk and a S tier in Tech Punk, and let alone another S tier, S plus tier in Zombie Punk. So getting an A tier Punk made sense. It was long overdue. Similar to Liv Morgan always getting S tier versions, and then we finally got Wildcat Liv, who's basically a free-to-play that hits like a god tier. But Americano, what is your ability? Okay, we got a 4-stack, which ain't bad at all. Yellow moves 50% more damage. Yellow submissions and red submissions. So yellow and red moves 50% more damage. Yellow and red subs 150. Automatically with the colors and the moves that they're talking about, it makes me think of Hall of Fame Foley right out of the gate. It also makes me think of Carmelo Hayes with his move build. But there's probably others out there that are going to benefit. There's plenty of people out there with subs as sub combos and tandems. That's all right. I'm surprised he does not have at least the Raw gear. I mean, the Raw tag link. And I'm also surprised that he does not have a Los Americanos gear so he can at least pair or a Los Americanos tag link so he can't team with the other El Grande, because obviously one is Chad Gable and the other is Ludwig Kaiser. Nonetheless, let's see what they got in the banner. You're going to have your shots of the shards. There's Eddie. Do not tell me Eddie's shards are going to be down here. I am not going down this rabbit hole, Eddie. We're not doing this, my boy. I love you to death. Do not do this to me. All right. In commons, yeah, let's start at the top and work. Okay. All right. All right. Again, though, China in here, but not Eddie. You know what? It is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. We got what we wanted. We cleared out the Tekken. We got our first Sister Trap plate. We got our first couple new color gem based barber plates. We got the Armor King gear. I have nothing else to say. I am grateful that I did get to share those polls. But again, going through and combing through everything and seeing no lick of Eddie shards does bring it down for me. Because especially for others, you know, it was like, it's the carryover. Like, okay, I wasn't close to getting CM Punk this week, but now that he's launched and he's available, I'll grind out my stipulation tours. I'll unlock him by the next weekend. China debuts. Okay, I get close to her on her debut weekend. I'll recruit her shards during the Showdown weekend. Eddie debuted last weekend. No Eddie shards this weekend. When they've usually done that prior in others. At the end of the day, beggars can't be choosers. We got the pulls. We were able to pick up another Rage plate. We were able to acquire what we needed to do here. So I'm not mad. I was able to do what I needed to. I picked up the 100 shards. I picked up a Rage plate from doing those 2 other pulls on here off camera. We got the China gear. We were blessed with her at 6-star gold and silver gear equipped. We truly won. I am grateful. And in the sense of what I spoke on prior in my other video, I completed the set in the sense of I was able to recruit all of the characters that were initially released for this MLA. So Thea Hale being for free, A tier Punk, S tier China, S plus tier Joe Hendry. I completed the set. I do not care for Los Americanos. I'm not going after him. And knowing that Eddie shards aren't on there, I'm definitely not going after him. You know, coming close to Eddie and not getting him, it hurts, it sucks, but I also know his shards will pull up. Even if I don't get him in this debut month, I will get him sometime in the near future, good Lord willing. But at the end of the day, I'm grateful that I got to share this moment with you. We did our grind. We were champions chats. The Showdown video helped me out to get here, so I'm going to give my due to them and give them their flowers. Thank you, Lee. And hey yo, hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last. Champions do. Mad love and respect to each and every single one of you, of my beloved champions fam. Like the video, share the video, hype the video, and most importantly of all, drop a people's elbow on the subscribe button, as well as hit a razor's edge on the bell icon to receive all future notifications from yours truly, the one and only bad guy, a WWE champion, Zeke 4-0, the most electrifying content creator in WWE Champions Entertainment. I love you all. I respect you all. I'm praying for you all tenfold. Let the good times roll. It doesn't matter where you're coming from, what you're going through, or where you're headed. Always know, in my eyes and from the bottom of my heart, you always and forever will be a champion. Did not get Eddie. You win some, you lose some, but you live. We still got my girl. We still got my girl, mommy, right. We still got her straight, and it's looking like, I'm at peace with that. I'm cool with it. We still walk away with a dub. And getting Armor King from the first batch of crossover, I'm fine with that. That's worth it to me. Picking up my first trap plate, getting a second Frankie Parrott. God's blessings are in abundance and in overflow, and I'm truly grateful, and I pass that luck on to each and every single one of you. But I'm just grateful that I did get to go through this series with you. Hurts when you don't get something that you want, but if you try, sometimes you'll get what you need. And we got more than enough of what we needed to change this account and make some quality of life choices here. Be on the lookout for the next quality of life roster changer video. I'm still debating on who I want to cover, whether a husbando or a waifu, but I will assure you they are someone that you can recruit easily, especially if they're A tier. If they're an S tier, there's someone that you can pick up off of prize wall over due time and pick them up, and they are going to hold you down. Or they could literally be someone that they give out or have given out absolutely free at a certain point in time. So with that being said, y'all, be on the lookout for that. Pull videos to be continued when another character pulls up that I actually really want and would like to pursue and I'm a big fan of. Trust and believe it'll happen, or something game-changing for an entourage ability. But outside of that, y'all, be blessed. So grateful to share these moments with you every single time. Every time I do a video with you is an opportunity and a gift and a blessing. So we wrap this up with the Tekken 8 crossover. No more pulls. We did get China, though. We got her. If we didn't have her at 6-star gold, we definitely would have had her. If we didn't get her at 6-star silver, we definitely would have gotten her. So I'm grateful. And to pull that gear means a lot. And to get Armor King's gear for King, that is absolutely my childhood come to fruition once more. So I'm grateful for that. And having such a beast plate, like another anniversary plate, first getting us the cross break gem plate, and now getting the trap gem anniversary plate. Slowly and surely getting them. I do have a couple silence. I'm missing out on the blast. I am also missing out on the leech one as well. So there are ones and the botch. I am missing out on those three. But getting these, doubling up on a cross break, getting my first of the trap, having a couple silence on standby, ready and rocking and rolling, everything falls into place over time. Your superstars will build over time. The more you recruit superstars, the more accessible you're going to be able to get to their gear, be able to get their moments, get the right plates. Just do your due diligence throughout the week and let alone the weekends. Participate in the faction contest. Knock out your individual grind, and you will get the account that you're looking for just with a little bit of patience. We all get the same 24. So with that being said, I'm thankful and grateful for each and every single one of you. Stay tuned, and until next time, take care.